Level 1. The Newborn. You are only a few hours old. You cannot speak, you cannot walk, you do not even understand the world yet. But in Sparta, your life has already been judged. A group of elders stands in the courtyard outside your family home. They are not priests, they are not healers, they are judges of strength. Your father carries you out to them, wrapped in a red cloth, the color of Spartan war cloaks. The elders do not smile. One of them lifts you carefully, holding you toward the sunlight. He studies your arms, your legs, the shape of your skull. Another presses gently against your ribs to see if you cry too easily. Sparta has no patience for weakness. If a child is sickly or deformed, the elders make a quiet decision. The baby will not grow into a burden on the city. He will not grow into a weak soldier. Those children are taken away. Not to another family, not to a healer. They are left on the slopes of Mount Taygetus. Exposure decides their fate. Tonight, the elders return you to your father. You are strong enough. For now. Your mother holds you tightly when he carries you back inside. She knows what almost happened. In Sparta, surviving birth is not a guarantee. It is simply the first test. And you passed.
Level 2. The Boy. 7 years pass. You are no longer protected by your mother's arms. At sunrise, your father wakes you. There is no celebration, no ceremony, just a quiet sentence. Today, you belong to Sparta. He walks you through the dusty streets toward the training grounds where dozens of boys are already gathered. Some are younger than you, some older. None of them look comfortable. Your mother watches from the doorway of your home. She does not cry. Spartan mothers are famous for many things. Tears are not one of them. The instructors shave your head. They take your clothes and give you a single rough cloak. That cloak will be the only thing you wear for the entire year. Winter will come, rain will fall. It does not matter. You sleep with the other boys in long stone barracks, no blankets, no beds. You gather reeds from the riverbank and weave them into something soft enough to lie on. Food is scarce. Bread, black broth, sometimes cheese, never enough. The instructors tell you why. If you are hungry, they say, steal. The purpose is not cruelty, it is training. A Spartan warrior must know how to survive anywhere. But there is one rule. If you are caught stealing, you will be whipped. Not because stealing is wrong, because getting caught is weakness. Level 3. The Agoge Trainee. By 12 years old, the Agoge has changed you. Your body is lean and hard from constant training. Your feet are thick with calluses from running barefoot across stone roads and dusty fields. The instructors push you further every year. Fighting becomes daily routine, wrestling matches in the dirt, running competitions that stretch for miles across hills and rocky ground, endurance drills that leave boys collapsing in exhaustion. If someone falls behind, the others do not slow down. Sparta does not reward weakness. Your teachers also train your mind. Spartan speech is famous across Greece, short, direct, sharp. They ask questions constantly. What makes a good soldier? What makes a coward? Your answers must be brief and clever. Long speeches are for Athenians. Spartans speak like warriors. Sometimes the instructors send you and a small group of boys into the wilderness for several days. You carry no food, no blankets, only a small knife. If you cannot hunt, trap animals, or find edible plants, you go hungry. These lessons are harsh, but every Spartan boy understands the reason. Someday you will march into enemy lands far from home, and Sparta expects you to survive.
Level 4. The Shadow Trial. At 16, the agoge becomes something darker. The instructors call it the crypteia, the hidden service. Sparta controls a massive population of enslaved workers called helots. They farm the land, harvest crops, and maintain the economy that allows Spartan citizens to train for war. But helots outnumber Spartans many times over. Fear keeps the system stable. That fear must be maintained. Tonight, you leave the barracks alone. No armor, no torch, just a knife and a cloak. You move silently through the countryside, hiding during the day and traveling at night. You observe the helot villages. You watch their routines, their conversations, their leaders. If someone becomes too bold, too confident, too influential among the helots, you remove them, quickly, quietly, no witnesses. The crypteia is not just about violence, it teaches stealth, patience, cold discipline. You are learning that war is not always fought in open fields. Sometimes it happens in the shadows. Level 5. The Young Warrior. You are 20 years old. The agoge is officially over, but you are still not a full Spartan citizen. Not yet. You must prove yourself among the warriors. You are assigned to a Syssitia, a dining group of about 15 Spartan soldiers. These men will become your closest companions. You will eat together every day, train together, fight side by side. They watch you carefully. Your behavior matters, your discipline matters, your courage matters. If the members of your Syssitia vote against you, your path to citizenship ends. Training continues relentlessly. Shield formations, spear drills, phalanx movement. The Spartan shield is massive, built of wood and bronze. It protects not only you, but the warrior beside you. This is why Spartan mothers give their sons a famous warning before battle: return with your shield or on it. The meaning is simple: come back victorious or come back dead, but never run away. Level 6. The Hoplite. Now you march to war. For the first time, you wear full armor: bronze helmet, breastplate, greaves protecting your legs. Your spear is nearly 8 feet long. Your shield weighs more than 20 pounds. You stand shoulder to shoulder with hundreds of Spartans, forming the famous phalanx. Each shield overlaps the next. Each spear points forward like a forest bronze. The formation moves slowly. Step, step, step. When the armies meet, the sound is terrifying. Shields slam together, spears shatter. Men push forward with all their strength, trying to break the enemy line. This brutal struggle is called othismos, the pushing battle. Victory often goes to the army that holds formation longest, and Spartan formations almost never break. Level 7. The Veteran Citizen. At 30 years old, you finally earn full Spartan citizenship. This is a rare achievement. Many boys never survive the agoge. Many warriors die in battle before reaching this age. But you have endured. You can now live with your family again. You are allowed to participate in Spartan politics and assemblies. But life is far from peaceful. Military duty never truly ends. You train younger warriors. You attend daily exercises in the training yards. You share meals with your Syssitia. Sparta remains a society built entirely around war. Even in times of peace, preparation never stops, because every Spartan knows something that other Greek cities often forget. Peace rarely lasts long. Level 8. The Enomotarch. Experience brings responsibility. You are now trusted to command a small unit of about 30 soldiers called an enomotia. These men look to you for direction.
During drills, you correct their mistakes. During marches, you maintain discipline. During battle, you keep their formation tight. If your soldiers panic, the entire phalanx could collapse, so you watch them closely. You remind them of Spartan discipline. You shout orders that cut through the noise of battle. And when fear spreads among the ranks, your calm voice keeps the line steady. Leadership in Sparta begins here. Level 9. The Lokagos. Your command grows. Now you lead a larger formation known as a Lokos. Hundreds of warriors may fall under your direction. Battles look different from this position. You are no longer focused only on the enemy in front of you. Now you study the entire battlefield. You watch how the enemy lines shift. You look for weak points. You decide when to advance, when to hold, when to reinforce another part of the army. A single mistake can cost dozens of lives, but a single clever maneuver can decide the entire battle. This is where a warrior becomes a true commander.
Level 10. The Pole March. Now you stand among the highest military leaders in Sparta. The Pole March helps command the entire Spartan army during campaigns. Thousands of soldiers, allies from other Greek cities, supply wagons, messengers carrying orders across the battlefield. Sparta famously has two kings, both of whom may lead armies into war. But even kings rely on experienced commanders. You advise them, you organize formations, you help coordinate the movements of multiple divisions of soldiers. War at this level is no longer just about courage. It is about strategy, planning, logistics, and discipline. Level 11. The Spartan King. Few men ever reach this level. Spartan kings are born into royal families said to descend from the legendary hero Heracles. But being king in Sparta is different from most kingdoms. A Spartan king is expected to fight, to march beside his soldiers, to lead charges into enemy lines. He is both ruler and warrior. When the army gathers, thousands of soldiers watch his every move. A single command from the king can send the entire Spartan force forward like a wave of bronze shields. History remembers many such kings, but one stands above them all. Leonidas, the king who stood with just a few thousand Greeks against the massive Persian army at Thermopylae. He knew the battle was hopeless, but he fought anyway, because in Sparta, courage mattered more than survival. Final reflection. Years pass. Your armor grows worn, your body carries scars from battles fought long ago. Young warriors now train in the yards where you once struggled through the agoge. You watch them carefully, the same discipline, the same silence, the same determination. Sparta never depended on a single man, not on kings, not on generals. Its strength came from generations of warriors trained to place the city above their own lives. And when people across Greece spoke the name Sparta, they did not think of buildings or wealth or power. They thought of the warriors, men raised from birth to become something more than soldiers. They became legends.